Ridiculous Crime is a production of iHeartRadio.
Hey, Zaron.
What up, E? How you doing, girl?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
Yeah, fair to middling.
All right. I like to hear that. You know what's ridiculous?
Oh, I've been waiting to see you.
Yes.
I do. Okay. You know the actress Lucy Liu?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not personally, but I know of whom
you know
speak.
of her, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in 1999, when she was like hyping Charlie's Angels, you know, the movie she was in with Drew Barrymore and so forth.
Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz, there you go. I knew you'd know.
They put some respect
It's not
on
a
it.
TV show, so I figure you might know it. So Lucy Liu told US Weekly that she once made love to a ghost.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She said, and I quote, "Some sort of spirit came down from God knows where and made love to me. It was sheer bliss. I felt everything. I climaxed, and then he floated away. It was almost like what might have happened to Mary. That's how it felt. Something came down and touched me, and now it watches over me."
It's like what happened. Oh.
She compared herself to Jesus' mom having sex with a ghost, which I think is just amazing.
Oh, Lucy.
And then on top of that, her ghost is like an F-boy who floats away, and she's like, no, he still watches over me. Sure he does. Point him out. Where is he, Lucy?
Oh, Lucy Liu, my girl Drew. What is happening?
I thought you'd like that one.
Thank you. I do like it. That's a good
Ain't
one.
that ridiculous?
That is recalculous.
Oh, by the way, Dan Aykroyd, he used to cuddle with a ghost. Dan Aykroyd, he would lie in bed and have like a little like cuddle puddle party with a ghost who was a male ghost that I guess had like a fatherly avuncular spirit.
It's like a Ghostbusters thing?
Yeah, so that's part of what inspired Ghostbusters, was
Okay.
him cuddling with a ghost as a child.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there you go. That's 2 for 2.
Okay, that's 2 for 2. That is ridiculous. You want to know what else is ridiculous?
Oh my, I'm here for it.
Stealing the icon of Hollywood's biggest night.
Ooh.
This is Ridiculous Crime, a podcast about absurd and outrageous capers, heists, and cons. It's always 99% murder-free and 100% ridiculous.
You damn right.
Zaron.
Yes, Elizabeth.
We have our own critically acclaimed awards show here on Ridiculous Crime.
Yes, the Perpies.
Exactly, the Perpies. It's an unhinged affair.
Yeah, there's no cure for the Perpies.
It's very loose. It's star-studded.
Yes, it is.
It is a studded Perpies.
Studded event.
It doesn't hold a candle, though, to what's deemed Hollywood's biggest night.
Okay.
The Academy Awards.
Yes.
AKA the Oscars.
The Oscars.
So the Oscars, aside from being Hollywood's biggest night,
Yes.
they're the awards that are presented by the Academy of Motion Pictures and Sciences,
Yep.
Arts and Sciences. Members of the Academy vote on the winners each year. Now, folks in the movie business, they long to one day make their way to the stage in their designer duds, give a heartfelt acceptance speech, and then hoist that Oscar silhouette into the air.
That gold statue that proves they are somebody.
Exactly. Now, the statuette is actually called the Academy Award of Merit.
Yes.
And you have like 6, right?
Not anymore. I got 5. I sold one.
So it's gold-plated metal.
Uh-huh.
It's 13 and a half inches tall.
No.
It's a figure of a naked guy holding a sword.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
And it's rendered in like Art Deco fashion. The figure stands on a reel of film with 5 spokes.
Ah.
And I'm giving you this description. I'm just looking at my own Oscar for Best Supporting Actress in Cannonball Run.
Yes.
I'm just, describing it.
Some of your finest work. I'm
It
glad
really
the Academy
was.
was willing to acknowledge it.
I know. So the 5 spokes
I mean,
represent...
Dom DeLuise is not easy to work with. And you
No.
made him look like a comedy legend.
God, did I? I know. He owes me.
And you're unrecognizable as the Doctor.
Well, and his son Peter owes me as well. So the 5 spokes represent the 5 original branches of the Academy: actors, writers, directors, producers, and technicians.
Oh.
Do you know why they call it Oscar?
Actually, I do not. I was just sitting here wondering about it.
Well, a lot of people think that it has something to do with Betty Davis's uncle's name. Like there's this whole long involved story. No, it's named after Oscar the Grouch. You heard it here first. So, anywho, and Oscar Mayer. It was a mashup.
It was a mashup, yeah, of course.
So there's a sculptor. His name was George Stanley. He was the artist behind the figure.
Okay.
Did you know that due to a metal shortage during World War II, the Oscars were made of painted plaster for 3 years?
No, I never heard
Now
that.
you know. After the war, the winners for those years, they let them come back and trade in their plaster ones for gold-plated metal ones. I know that I'm full of fun facts here,
Yes,
but the
you are.
next set of facts are really important to the story I'm going to tell you today.
Okay.
So the original Oscar mold was cast in 1928 at the C.W. Shumway and Sons Foundry in Batavia, Illinois.
Shumway and Sons, one of the finest
Shumway.
makers of statuaries.
They cast the mold for the Vince Lombardi Trophy.
I ain't lying.
Football boy, you
Shumway
should
and
know
Sons,
that.
they are,
They also did the Emmys.
ooh boy.
From 1983 to 2015, about 50 Oscars in a tin alloy with gold plating. They were made every year in Chicago by R.S. Owens and Company.
So not the Shumway and
No,
Sons.
they lost their contract in 83. I don't know what happened.
You know Alf, his last name, the alien life form, the
Yeah.
creature Alf, his last name was Shumway.
Well, I wonder if he's related.
Yeah.
He's of
I'm just saying.
the Batavia Shumways.
Yes, it's important we get these facts out.
So R.S. Owens from
Yes.
1983 to 2015, they're making them. It takes them like 3 to 4 weeks
To make
to
one?
make the set. Yeah.
Oh, to make all of the ones for the...
yeah,
Okay.
to make the 50,
I was gonna say,
the
damn.
50 odd numbers that they need.
Okay.
In 2016, they went back to using bronze as the core metal, and then they switched manufacturing again to Polished Talix Fine Art Foundry in Walden, New York.
Never heard of him.
Me neither. So the statues cost about $325 a piece to make.
That's it.
That's it. And you can't have a real awards show without the awards, without the statues, right?
Yeah.
For the Perpies, we had those, 7,000 figurines that were created in a joint operation between Hasbro and Gillette.
Handcrafted.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
I can't even begin to describe them, so I'm not going to.
No, why would
Because
you?
no one needs to know. Everyone knows what an Oscar looks like, though.
Yes.
If you don't, try Google. Like I said, all the Hollywood types.
Think Yul Brynner in gold.
Totally. Little buttocks. All the Hollywood types, they'd love to have one on their shelf or how they pose for the camera with like an armful of them when they win a bunch.
Oh, I've been in meetings with people who have the Oscar behind them.
Uh-huh.
It's very distracting.
Yeah, I would imagine. But the Oscars aren't the Oscars without the Oscars.
Yes.
Is what I'm trying to say here. And in 2000, the Oscars had an annus horribilis.
No.
Now, the first thing to go wrong was that more than 4,000 Oscar ballots that were sent to Academy members in California got lost in the mail.
Okay.
And they figured out how to recover from that, but it was dicey for a while there. That you wouldn't even have the ballots
Yeah,
out.
totally.
Apparently, there were news outlets that were trying to scoop. They were contacting all the Academy members and be like, so how'd you vote? And then they wanted to tally it themselves. Anyway, March 2nd, 2000, in Chicago, R.S. Owens and Company, they load up a pallet onto a roadway express truck.
Okay.
10 packing cases in this pallet. In those cases, 55 Oscar statuettes.
Oh, okay.
So they're getting ready to ship them out. The truck started, its journey west. Eventually, it got to the Roadway Express Terminal in Bell, California.
So wait, this is starting in Chicago because we're in the second statue
from
maker.
83 to 2015,
Yeah,
they're,
so the
they're R.S. Owens.
R.S. Owens. So R.S.
So-
Owens ships it from Chicago. They make it all the way out to Bell, California.
Bell, California, and it gets there March 8th.
All right.
So it should be noted that 10 years later, Bell gets embroiled in a wild controversy. City
With the
officials
mayor, yeah.
were making way too much money for
All of 'em.
the size of the town.
Yep.
There's 36,000 people in Bell, which is part of LA
It's
County.
part of the LA basin, yeah.
Yeah. The city manager was making almost $800,000 a year.
Yes.
His assistant made $376,000 a year. The police chief made $457,000 a year, which was 33% more than the chief of the LAPD.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
He was pissed about that.
This is my favorite. Part-time city council members, if they were in a town of that size anywhere else, they'd average about $4,800 a year.
Yep.
Not in Bell. They were making $100,000 a year for part-time work. Get it calculated, do the math. That's too much.
Yes, that is too much.
Someone had to blow the whistle.
Oh,
Hey.
way.
Okay, so Bell's already a little corrupt when the truck full of Oscars pulls into the warehouse.
Uh-huh.
Deliveries that were headed for Beverly Hills got put into a specific space, and that's where the pallet from Chicago went.
Okay.
At some point, someone like is walking by and they see Academy of Motion Pictures Art and Science on the side. And they're like, oh, that looks cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like these three guys, they gather around and they're kind of like, hey, you try opening it. No, you open it. So one of the guys like, screw it, I'm opening it. He like opens up the pallet, takes the plastic off, opens up a box, pulls it out. There's all these styrofoam cases. He pulls one out and opens it. There it is. Naked as a jaybird, dipped in gold, Oscar.
Wow.
Now, I have another fun fact for you.
I love fun facts.
Do you know where the phrase naked as a jaybird comes from?
I do not.
Well, I looked it up because I used it and then I started to worry that it was like an old racist origin or something. But this is interesting. This is what Grammarist had to say. Grammarist.com.
All right.
Naked as a jaybird is an idiom that simply describes someone who is completely nude, naked, or unclothed. The expression naked as a jaybird was coined in the United States as early as the mid-1800s, though its popularity rose from the 1920s onward. The early iteration, usually seen in the mid-1800s, is naked as a fledgling jaybird. In the 1800s, the terms naked as a fledgling robin and naked as a fledgling were popular. At some point, the word fledgling was dropped from the idiom. The term naked as a jaybird soared in popularity in the United States over the latter two-thirds of the 20th century, and it may be because the slang term jaybird, J-bird, came into use. J-bird is an abbreviation of the word jailbird, meaning someone who's an inmate in jail. When new inmates are processed in jails, they're stripped naked and disinfected before they receive new prisoner uniforms. Whether the idiom naked as a jaybird comes from the original idiom naked as a fledgling or the alternative source naked as a jailbird or a combination of both is unknown.
Interesting. See, I always, historically, my family used naked as a Jay Leno. So it's totally different. I don't know. I mean, idioms. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? Well, you know what? I thought this was appropriate to mention because crime.
Yeah, no, it's
crime,
good.
baby.
I love the jailbird. Yeah, that's awesome.
So I love a research side quest. So that aside, so we've got these three night shift roadway express dudes. They're cutting up, posing for pictures with the Oscars.
Always smart to take a picture with evidence of a crime you're doing.
And they should be out for delivery right now.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
instead, so they put the Oscars back. They go about their business. But the Oscars didn't make it to Beverly Hills.
Oh.
Instead, they were loaded onto a truck bound for glamorous Hawthorne, California.
Oh.
It's less than 20 miles
no, it's right there.
away from Bell, but it'll take you like an hour to get there.
Yeah, because it's
LA traffic.
Yeah. Did you take the 10 or the 5? Did you take the 110 across? I used to 4 or 5.
The Beverly Hills is only 20 miles away from Bell.
Everything's 20 miles away from Bell.
But that'll take you an hour and a half.
Yeah.
LA traffic, am I right? So the awards, they're headed for Hawthorne, and the Roadway Express tracking system showed them as non-existent.
Oh.
They just vanished. People start freaking out. Roadway Express officials, they're checking every single truck and every single loading dock in the western United States.
Damn.
They're just, everything freezes.
So every fleet manager, this is their task
Exactly. They're just fine-tooth comb. Nothing. They're not finding them. So Roadway Express will say, well, the shipment must have been stolen. That's the only thing we can...
Only logical conclusion.
Yeah. So they call R.S. Owens Foundry, and they let them know. Like, beep, boop, boop, beep, guess what? It got stolen. So the Foundry's like, oh, damn. So they call the Academy Executive Director, Bruce Davis.
Ah, Bruce Davis, good man.
Bruce. So like, hey, Bruce, we got a problem. We have no idea where these statues are.
Bruce, the statues are loose.
Where could they be? Well, the last time we saw them was in Bell. He's like, Bell? What in the... So it turns out that some of the missing Oscar ballots that went, they found them in Bell at the post office at the big sorting center there.
Oh, okay. I was like, why is Bell at the center of all this? But
right.
It is a great distribution point. There's all these huge warehouses in that whole area. Vernon, Bell, that's all that.
Exactly. So Bruce Davis starts calling Bell, quote, the Bermuda Triangle for Oscar things. Like, everything just vanishes in Bell. The ceremony is less than 2 weeks away at this point.
Okay.
It's Hollywood's biggest night, Zaron.
Yes. And it's 2000, so this is going to be the Titanic year, right?
Yeah, this is like we've survived Y2K.
Yeah.
Like, hello.
I'm pretty sure this is year Titanic sweeps everything.
Sure. I have no idea.
I think the 2000 Oscars.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure.
Whatever.
Let's
Hollywood's
say
biggest night, Elizabeth.
everybody wins on Hollywood's biggest night. So the officials at the Academy are freaking out. They don't have spare Oscars lying around.
Yeah, no.
They do now after this. They're
Really?
Like, yeah, they have
They keep a couple?
Yeah, they keep that thing on them. They're like, okay, it usually takes 3 to 4 weeks to get here. Ceremonies in less than 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. There's no way they can make another batch in time. But the beep, they call it, hey, RSOs, just roll it. Do it again.
Just start printing.
In the words of Orson Welles, do it again.
Yeah.
So,
our man.
Where in the world could they be? When we come back, I'm going to tell you where in the world they could be.
The French.
All right, we're back.
Hey,
Zaron.
What up, Elizabeth?
How you doing?
I'm doing better than I was when we started. So
I like to hear that.
So thank you.
Thank you. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
The Academy can't find their Oscars statuettes.
They are a tizzy.
They're not a full statue. It's a statuette because it's portable.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm just making that up.
I'm over here thinking I'm learning stuff, and you're just...
always learning from me.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. So more precisely, it's Roadway Express that can't find the Academy Awards Oscars statuettes. Bruce Davis, remember him?
My man Bruce.
Academy Executive Director. He didn't trust Roadway Express to bring his naked gold babies back. So he sets up a 24-hour tip line.
Okay.
If you know anything about missing Oscars, like put them on milk cartons.
You see my missing gold babies.
Davis also calls the cops. More precisely, he calls the chief of the LAPD, Bernard Parks.
At the time, Bernard Parks. He'd come over from Philly.
Yeah, sure.
It was a big deal.
Now
After
I'm
Daryl
the one
Gates.
learning.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Daryl. Oh, yeah.
It was a whole
thing.
So
I'm the one learning now. Okay, March 14th, LAPD detectives, they go to Bell. Mm-hmm. They've also got the FBI with them. They're like, of
course.
Posse up. Yeah. Let's do this.
I just rolled down Wilshire. They're like, when are we doing it?
They pulled up to the FBI building and honked. Beep, beep. And then the guys, they came jogging out in their suits. They're like, hey, dude. Hey, Steve. Jump in the back. So Roadway Express has a director of security, obviously. He calls a meeting with all the workers in Bell, gathers them all. He says, look, one of you guys knows something. It's on you to come forward.
And by the way, if you lie to the FBI, it's a felony. So
no one says anything.
Good answer.
Now, so they close the facility again the next day. And they're like, all right, look, we're not getting any work done. Mm-hmm. Someone's got to know something. We'll give you $25,000 if you give us the information as to where these are. Surely one of these Teamsters is going to rat, they think.
Totally. They're like, come on now.
But no, it's the Teamsters, Zaron. So they're not going to say anything.
Yeah,
the next day, the reward gets set to $50,000.
Okay.
So they're just upping it, please. An attorney comes forward. He says, I'm the middleman. I have this anonymous client, and I'm going to be the middleman in this deal. You cut me a cashier's check in my name, and then I'll get you the Oscars. Easy peasy.
How is that legal?
I don't know.
Okay, I was just wondering. I mean,
who was this mysterious lawyer?
Yes.
That's the better question, Zaron.
Okay, Elizabeth, who is this mysterious lawyer?
Well, let me tell you. So the LAPD and the FBI, they look into that.
Good on them.
Come to find out, he's the brother-in-law of a man named Anthony Hart. Anthony Hart works at Roadway Express in Bell.
Oh.
So this man gets his brother-in-law. You go forward.
Yeah, go ahead, ask him. We got different last names.
Let's take a look at old Anthony Hart.
Yeah, please.
He worked at Roadway Express for 5 years. Mm-hmm. His friends called him the Whiz.
The Whiz? Okay.
I don't know why, but I like to imagine because he peed outside the building all the time.
I was thinking it's because he loved the Black Wizard of Oz, the Whiz.
But he would
Diana
sing
Ross.
move on down the road while he's outside peeing against the building.
Yeah, no, I love
it.
This.
All comes together.
That's the Golden Road.
He drove a forklift. He was forklift certified, Zaron. Mm-hmm. He always wore super clean white sneakers. Huh. He was a real Jax Teller. So someone else who worked at Roadway Express in Bell was named Lawrence Edward Ledent. Ledent,
Wow.
Ledent, I don't know.
Ledent.
Ledent.
I like Ledent.
Ledent. So let's look at Mr. Ledent, right?
Yes, Senor Ledent.
Before he worked at Roadway Express, he delivered toilets.
Yeah, okay, good on you.
Someone's got to do it.
John's got to show up.
He was a big dude, and he wanted to play NFL football. Part of the reason it didn't happen...
Knee injury.
He had like brittle bones.
Oh,
and
that's not going to work,
They were
bro.
just shattering left and right. Little sponge sugar
got glass
infrastructure
bones.
on like a truck of a man. Poor thing. So Ledent and Bell, they'd only worked together for a couple of months, but they were fast friends.
All right.
And
The Wiz and Ledent.
The Wiz and Ledent. This is like the worst 80s movie. Ledent, he said later in that time period that some stuff may or may not have like fallen off the truck sometimes, as they say, and like in the biz, and made its way into their possession. Stuff like blue jeans,
Ah, yes.
ball caps, sneakers.
Things that you can
purses.
sell pretty easily.
Yeah. So with this intel, the police, they descend on Hart and Ledent now that they know that the lawyer is Hart's brother-in-law. Apparently, on March 8th, 2000, when the shipment arrived, Hart said to Ledent, I got something on your truck. That's not unusual. Okay, whatever. But Ledent said that meant that he was, quote, putting something or had put something in my truck that he was stealing.
Ah.
Yeah, so instead of like, oh, I went ahead and loaded your truck for you with my cool forklift, it means like, oh, we're stealing. So Ledent, he looks inside and he sees the Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
He starts freaking out. This is big.
I love gold.
He's like,
it's so shiny.
He's like, I have a huge target on me now.
Do you know this came from a supernova? This is so cool. Sorry.
So Ledent, he sees the Oscars. He's like, he told the police, quote, I just assumed I had to get rid of them.
Yeah, good call, bro.
Yeah. So the first story he told the cops was that he had put them beside a dumpster in an alley, and he gave them where that was. The cops go,
they're not there.
They're not there. No Oscars. Okay, he says, fine. I actually dumped them at a place in South Central LA.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Let's blame it on South
Cops
Central.
roll out there. Nothing. Okay. Let me tell you what really happened. Zaron, close your eyes.
Oh, no. Okay, wait. Yes, my eyes are closed.
I want you to picture it.
I'm on it.
You're in front of your home in South Los Angeles. I don't know which specific neighborhood, but you keep an immaculate lawn. It's manicured within an inch of its life.
I live in Watts.
Okay, we'll say you live in Watts. You're outside hosing down the decorative gravel on the side of your driveway. When you see your neighbor, John Willie Harris,
What up, JW?
pull up to his house across the street. He's a garbage man. He's a good guy as far as you know. He wanted to be an actor at one time. You think he told you that once.
Yeah, sounds familiar.
He's been driving a garbage truck for like 20 years. That's another thing that he kind of mentioned in passing. You don't know him all that well, though. He gets out of his car and he looks at this huge stack of boxes, like 10 boxes lined up against the side of his house. Just as he's standing there scratching his head, staring at the boxes, a big shipping truck pulls up. A very large man jumps out of the cab and walks over to Harris. Hey, I got something to show you. The big man walks over, tears the tape off of one of the boxes. You're intrigued, but you don't want to look like you're snooping. You just keep watering your rocks.
I'm watering the rocks, baby.
So, can I remind you, Zaron, that we're in a drought?
It's Southern California.
No matter
We're always
how
in the
much
drought.
rain we get,
These
we're
rocks
always
need
in
water.
a drought. Please conserve water. Don't be a water waster. So the big guy, he reaches into one of the boxes and he pulls out a golden figure. You strain to see it like you're looking over, but you can't believe your eyes. It's an Oscar. Voila, the big guy yells. Maybe he said voila. We'll say. Viola.
Frank Viola.
So your neighbor is like freaking out right now. You hear him yell, man, you're going to have to get this out of here. This looks like some serious stuff.
Ooh.
And you're thinking, oh boy. The two men walk in the house. You're left out there holding your hose. You're like, all right, game's over.
I'm
Gotta
not
go
going
inside.
back inside. My wife's all upset.
Exactly. So inside, your neighbor Harris tells the big man, Ledent, that if he wants to keep those boxes there, it's going to cost him.
No, of course.
$1,000, maybe $2,000, let's say. Ledent, he leaves. He's irritated. He leaves in a huff. The next day, Ledent takes a friend over to Harris's house while Harris is out at work and
I'm
shows
out watering my rocks, of
You're
course.
watering the rocks again.
Yeah.
And you just won't stop. Ledent shows this friend the Oscars. The guy yells, oh my God, take them back. Like everyone wants nothing to do with these things. So Harris gets home from work again. The boxes are gone.
Okay.
He's like, all right. So the next day at work, Hart hands Ledent a slip of paper. It's an address in Altadena. And that's where Hart wanted LeDent to take the Oscars.
Okay.
LeDent's not so sure about that. Hart's like, all right, fine. Can you take 2 of the Oscars to, quote, a guy at a Jack in the Box?
In Altadena?
For me, I don't know where, but at a Jack in the Box.
Yeah, it's right near Pasadena, and it's rough.
And so LeDent's like, yeah, I can do that. I can drop off 2 at a Jack in the Box for you.
Okay.
And then LeDent later said that he also sold one of the statuettes to, quote, a Mexican dude for $100 who wanted his money back when he found out it was hot. Now, I'm sorry, but how in the world would you have an Oscar that wasn't hot?
Well,
if you're selling it in a parking lot.
They have all those like ones they make for tourists. You go up at the Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah, but then why are you buying it for $100?
Well, that's the thing that doesn't make sense, is that those things are basically like $20. And everybody in LA knows that they're like $20. So you're just like, you're not gonna be like, I'll take that one for $100 because I don't want to drive all the way up to Hollywood Boulevard. I mean, that's just not happening.
Exactly. It doesn't make sense. So March 18th, so this is 10 days on from when they arrived in Bell, Larry LeDent, Anthony Hart, arrested.
Oh.
They get pinched. The detectives are talking to LeDent at the station, and one of them said that Hart had already confessed.
Mm-hmm.
He said, Hart said that you kept 3 of the Oscars, and that's not true. But LeDent believed them that this confession had happened, and so he confesses to everything.
Oh, man, you never believe anything you're told in an interrogation room.
He eventually pleads no contest to grand theft charges.
Okay.
He gets sentenced to 6 months in jail, 5 years probation, and $51,000 in restitution.
Oh, damn. Other than the restitution, that's not bad.
But where are the awards?
Oh, good question.
Right? So the cops, they go to that Altadena address. No Oscars.
Yeah, I'm guessing that.
So then they ring up the attorney, Hart's brother-in-law. Do you have him? Nope. Have no idea.
I just take checks.
Where in the world were the Oscars? Zaron,
Chula Vista.
Hollywood's biggest night is hanging in the balance.
It's coming up. We're going to go at March 18th at this point?
Yeah.
Damn.
When we get back from this break, I'm going to let you know where those little golden nudes surface.
Okay.
Hey, Zaron.
Yes? Elizabeth Dutton, what are you doing here?
I'm here to finish my story. I came back.
Excellent. I was hoping. I'm over here wondering what's happening to these gold nude men
I've got
in my imagination.
When we left off,
yes.
LeDent and Hart, they had been arrested for the theft of the Oscar statuettes. Police, they can't recover them.
Yeah.
They have no idea. Enter Willie Fulger.
Willie Fulger.
Now, Willie Fulger was having a rough time of things.
Okay.
He's flat broke.
Uh-huh.
He'd been evicted from his house and was living in this really gross studio apartment.
Not bad, Billy Fulger.
Well, he was originally from Jackson, Mississippi.
Ooh.
And he had moved from Jackson to Chicago, and then he made his way out to Los Angeles in the early 60s.
So he basically did the northern migration and then went west.
Exactly.
And that was actually the time. I mean,
yeah. So in the early 60s, he rolls into the Golden State in a big old Cadillac. He's got a pretty blonde with him, and then his 2 half-brothers, John and Ray.
Okay.
They're with him too. He wanted to be a star. He wanted to be a singer. And just like thousands and thousands of people who head to Los Angeles to chase their dreams, those dreams dissolved in the smoggy air of the Southland.
Ah, yes, like a sugar cube in the rain.
He did not become a star.
No.
He made a go of it with a bunch of different things. He owned a nightclub for a while.
Okay.
He dabbled in real estate. Every venture that he had took him further and further down the ladder instead of up, until he finally found himself working as a scavenger, a junk man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So in 2000, he was still driving a Cadillac, this time an 89 Coupe de Ville. Old dreams die hard. In that March of 2000, he was dumpster diving behind the Food for Less at the corner of West Venice and Southwestern near Koreatown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to live right near there.
I figured that's why I dropped that in there for you. So he pulled some stuff out of the way in this dumpster to see if there was anything good at the bottom. He saw something gold. He's like, oh, jackpot. He digs deeper. He looks closer. He sees that it's a bunch of gold figurines. Quote, I thought they were toys, he told Mark Seal of Vanity Fair. Brass. And I can sell brass by the pound.
Yeah,
totally. So he's just looking at
I'm going to take this to a metal flipper.
Salvage type, yeah. So he starts moving the boxes of Oscars from the dumpster to his Coupe de Ville. He headed home, showed his son what he found. His son starts like looking online to see, how much is this going to be worth? And then he finds the whole story about the missing statuettes. And then he found out that Roadway Express had a $50,000 reward.
Pop, you're about to get a come up.
Yeah. So Willie got on the phone. The first thing he did was call a local news station and tell him that he had the missing Oscars. Then he called the cops. And so when Vanity Fair asked him why he called the news station first, he said, quote, "A black man with that kind of stuff is automatically guilty."
I was just about to say, not to call the LAPD first. You call the news cameras, you get them there, and then you call LAPD.
And then, in fact, so the cops roll up, and he's standing outside holding one of the Oscars to, signal them as to where he was. They drew their weapons on him.
I was going to say, LAPD, that's
rule number one. Because they thought he had a gun, and then the news crew showed up, and everyone cooled out. Yeah, everyone cooled out.
Yeah, because there's all those gold guns people are always flashing.
Well, it's a tough world. So Willie tells the police officers where he found the boxes of Oscars, and they said, "All right, we need to take them all back there and put them in situ." And they helped him. I don't know.
Are they trying to recreate?
I guess. So they move him back. Then they take him down to the station for interrogation. And he's interrogated for hours and hours and hours. At the end of it, they took him back to the dumpster, and then he had to pose for pictures next to the pile, and the news crew's still there and they're filming him. He was getting his star turn after all these years.
He deserves some time on KTLA.
So this is what Bruce Davis from the Academy said. Quote, "We were under enormous pressure to wrap this up with a nice pink bow and say, okay, Willie, here's the $50,000 from Roadway and here are the tickets to the show. But the police were saying his story doesn't quite make sense."
Oh, no.
So like I said, he's interviewed for hours. He takes a lie detector. Willie told Vanity Fair, quote, "I haven't been in trouble since the 1965 Watts riots, and I didn't do anything then except pick up a camera."
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I mean, this guy, he hasn't done anything. So Roadway Express and the Academy, they're still not convinced that he wasn't involved somehow. So this is what Karen, there was a columnist in the LA Times, Karen Grigsby Bates. This is what she said, quote, "The retrieved Oscars were still warm from the TV crew's lights at the press conference where they'd been displayed when the jokes began, all a variation on the same thing. That's about the only way a brother's going to get an Oscar in Hollywood."
Spike Lee laughing real hard.
She puts that in the paper, and then all these other people are starting to pressure Roadway Express to pay up. They're like, this is messed up. They got to give Willie the $50,000, and you got to invite him to the ceremony.
Yeah.
All this public pressure. Roadway Express finally gives Willie the $50,000. The Academy gave Willie 2 front row seats, a tux,
front row seats. Wow.
Yeah, he gets a tuxedo. They fit it out. He said he wanted a top hat. They're like, fine.
I want to sit next to Jack Nicholson. They're like, we don't know about that.
He gets taken in a limo, the whole thing. He takes his son with him to the Oscars. It was Hollywood's biggest night, Zaron.
It's amazing, Elizabeth. The stars, the glamour.
It was just... so executives, they start coming up to him. I'm talking about movie deals. Okay. Maybe you could write a book.
Life rights.
He got to see them hand out the statuettes that he rescued, but actually not, because the Academy didn't want to hand out stolen goods. They were tainted.
So what did they do?
The duplicates got there in time.
Oh, I thought they went down to Hollywood Boulevard and just bought a bunch of the...
Just in time, the duplicates arrive, and the dumpster awards were eventually destroyed.
Oh.
I guess because they were filthy.
People are so weird about that.
Right? Except, of course, the 3 that got split off from the rest. Remember the 2 Jack in the Box and then the Mexican fella. So one of those was actually recovered in a Florida drug bust in 2003.
Wow.
But the other 2 are still in the wind.
A Florida drug bust.
Yeah.
This is like how Cocaine Bear moved across country.
Yes,
it's just
stolen Oscars. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, Willie, he gets fitted out. He goes to the Oscars. It's such a great storybook ending, like something right out of Hollywood.
Yeah, I love the top hat. I hope he has a white tux.
But then there's a twist.
Oh, no.
Like something right out of Hollywood. Okay, remember Anthony Hart with the clean sneakers? He gets released for lack of evidence.
Wiz? Yeah, I
the
remember.
Wiz, yeah. The Wiz. He gets out of jail for lack of evidence. Right? Okay. They just toss the whole thing.
Oh wow!
And then he hires a federal civil rights attorney named Stephen Yagman. His attorney files a $20 million wrongful arrest lawsuit
Okay.
And it's against the Academy, LAPD, Roadway Express.
Bernard Parks, yeah.
So, and then Hart and Ann Yagman, they decide, we're going to tell you exactly what happened. We're going to get to the bottom of this. You can't solve it. We're going to.
Oh, flex.
So what about Willie? Did he get an agent? Did he make it big in the biz? He spent $17,000 of his reward money on a Lexus.
Okay.
And did he want a Lexus or justice? He wanted a Lexus. So the remainder of the money he kept in a safe at his house.
Sorry, go on.
The remainder of the money he keeps in a safe at his house. Yes. And he figured...
Dead presidents would be so happy.
Exactly. He figures he's going to go back to Mississippi where the money would go further.
Yeah, good call.
And get himself a nice home of his own.
Yeah,
Just build his own.
Buys a lot of home in Jackson.
Right. So he goes to Mississippi for a month to scout things out. When he gets back, things are bad. His house is trashed and the safe is gone.
What?
Yeah. The only thing left was the giant novelty check from the press conference.
Oh.
Right?
That sucks.
So the development seemed awfully hinky to the Academy, to the cops, to Roadway Express. They're like, did it really get stolen? Why would he make this up?
Yeah.
Then it gets worse for Willie. Because during discovery for Anthony Hart's trial, his civil rights trial, his lawyer found a police report. And the name on the report was that of Willie's half-brother, John, the one who'd driven out with him from Chicago. John's full name, John Willie Harris, the garbage man.
J.W. Harris, yes.
That's the garbage man is his half-brother. So John Willie Harris gets arrested for receiving stolen property and accessory after the fact. And now Willie's getting looked at differently. Everyone's looking at him like, okay.
I mean, the coincidences can only stretch so far.
John swore he hadn't talked to Willie in a couple of years and that they didn't even have each other's phone numbers.
Okay.
Right? So Harris, he gets 3 years probation for his part in the heist, but no charges were ever filed against Willie.
Wow.
I know. Richard Millard, Anthony's defense attorney, was sure that there was some connection between John and Willie.
Yeah, I mean, I would think the same.
He said, quote, "If you believe he just coincidentally found the Oscars in an alley, I've got a piece of the Brooklyn Bridge I'd like to sell you."
Let me find my wallet.
Right. So Hart's civil rights lawsuit, that was dismissed in 2006, by the way, they found. So I don't know whatever happened to Willie. I've tried to track it down.
Interesting.
Not successful, but yeah.
I bet he went back to Jackson.
Probably. I hope so.
He'd
be happier there. So, Zaron, what's your ridiculous takeaway?
Oh, man, this story. I think everything could have been saved if they would have done what I keep saying, which is go down to Hollywood Boulevard, buy yourself a couple of those statuettes that are in the window. Nobody would know the difference. Hand them out, and then go get the real ones and give them to them later on.
Swap them out, yeah.
I don't see the big deal.
Agreed.
But once again, I'm not really one who would be like, I don't understand why they wanted to melt them down when they've been tainted. I don't understand the taint of being stolen. It's still gold. It's still a statue. What's the deal?
Well, wouldn't it be like cool lore to go with it?
You
like
would think it would go to the Smithsonian.
All the Titanic.
Guinness Book of World Records.
Hand
I don't
them out
know.
at the awards ceremony. So all the Titanic ones were the ones that had been stolen. If I were winning an Oscar, I'd be like, that's cool. I got one of the stolen ones.
I'm with you on that, actually.
You know, it adds a little color to it.
I think that as artists, some of them would be into that.
Right?
There's a story behind it.
Well, you know, now with the new, I think they put this in right after, like the next year, but when they ship the...
Now they're air tagged with Apple.
Well, they go with armed guards via plane. They don't go on the road.
Of course they do.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything armed guard now.
Yeah. So that was, I think the whole thing was pretty ridiculous.
Oh, it's hella ridiculous. Also, this group of amateur criminals. I just love how everyone's like, well, as soon as they see it, I don't want no part of that.
That's the best part.
I love that.
Everyone wants to wash their hands immediately. Well, that's it. That's all I have for you today.
Elizabeth, what was your ridiculous takeaway?
I don't have one.
Nice. Good answer.
You can find us online at Ridiculous Crime on both Twitter for the Talkin' and Instagram for the Gawkin'. Email us if you want at ridiculouscrime@gmail.com.
That's for the squawking.
That's for the squawkaroos. You can also download the iHeart app and leave us a talkback.
Oh, that's right.
Which is like a 30-second voicemail.
And we listen to those.
We do listen to them over and over. Yeah,
sometimes we take long drives, and that's all we do. No.
So, yeah, leave a talkback. It's fun. It's fun for us. Tune in next time. Ridiculous Crime is hosted by Elizabeth Dutton and Zaron Burnett. Produced and edited by director of Armageddon, Dave Kustin. Research is by costumer on the box office smash Cats, Marissa Brown. and VFX supervisor for Michael Bay's forthcoming reboot of Sophie's Choice, Andrea Song Charpentier. The theme song is by Jumanji screenwriter Thomas Lee and lead set designer for Amazing Grace and Chuck, Travis Dutton. Executive producers are Roadway Express loss prevention manager Ben Bolin and forklift certified Noel Brown.
Ridiculous crime.
Say it one more time.
Ridiculous crime.
Ridiculous Crime is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.